Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today we will discuss about dating and marriage in Pakistan and in Russia. Dating in Russia is more relaxed. Men and women both can ask for dates. People can date for years before marriage, and relationships are more independent.
In Pakistan, it's quite different from Russia. Pakistan is more conservative, and especially for marriages, families are involved from the start. And dating culture, we can say, like, it often leads quickly to marriage proposals, and reputation and modesty are very important two factors in Pakistan.
Marriages in Russia is a personal choice. Families are less involved, no rush to get married, and divorce is common, and remarriage is okay.
In Pakistan, it's quite different. In Pakistan, in marriages, families are deeply involved. Most of the time, it is the decision of the families. And secondly, marriages they happen earlier in age. For example, people after in their early 20s they will get married, and divorce is rare. And normally, like in Pakistan, it's not something considered as good or accepted by the society.
Family influence in Russia. Couples make their own decision. Parents support but don't interfere much, and family gatherings are less frequent.
In Pakistan, family approval is very important. In reality, the marriage is not between two individuals, but actually it's a connection between two families. The two families are deeply involved in marriages, and their decision is very important. Most commonly, like the families, they are planning the marriages and they are deciding about the marriage. And mostly in Pakistan, arranged marriages are more common.
In Russia, public displays of affection like holding hands or kissing are common and accepted. And man and woman roles are shared and equal.
In Pakistan, it's quite different. Normally, public displays of affection are not that common. Mostly, people they will not hold hands or kiss or hug each other in public. It's not something that is considered good and nice, but it depends. Some places in cities they are quite different. Some people they are different, and in rural areas the cultures are different. But mostly, like generally, it's not something that is widely accepted.
Dating in Russia is very informal and based on woman and man interests. Then giving small gifts or flowers is not only common but sometimes is even must. And dating rituals are more simple.
In Pakistan, it's a little different. Most of the places, it's kind of more formal, and both the families they will try to plan and arrange everything. And even if the individuals they will speak to each other or they will talk to each other, it will be kind of like the steps that they have to follow. First they will know each other, then the engagement, and then towards the marriage. And there will be gifts between the families and individuals as per their own choice. Mutually they can exchange the gifts also.
Marriage proposals are usually between the couple, and it can be spontaneous or planned with the romantic gestures.
Marriage proposals in Pakistan are mostly formal, and traditionally the groom's family will ask the bride's family for permission.
In Russia, wedding starts with the registration. Then it can be a small wedding or large. It depends people to people. Then there is no that much dress code. You can wear whatever you want. But in some weddings, there is who will choose the color, for example, in blue color, and guests, they should come in blue color, something like that there is. And also there is funny rules, how to say it? Funny rules in some places in Russia that they're still stealing the bride, and the groom has to pay some amount to the family.
Weddings in Pakistan normally are large and huge and colorful. Both the families, from groom and bride side, they will invite all their friends, family, and relatives, and it will be a huge gathering. Pakistani weddings are large and colorful, and normally there are 3 days. Mehndi, Barat, and Walima, and each day has its own importance and will be celebrated differently. The most important thing that both the families, from groom side and bride side, they will do their best that everyone is invited, and they will take care of the hospitality for all the guests. And normally they are wearing traditional clothes. In some places, in some parts, in some families, still there is a dowry system where bride's family, they have to give money or gifts to the groom's family, but it's not common everywhere. In some places, in some families, it still does exist, but not everywhere.
In Russia, men mostly provide everything, but sometimes it works equally, or even sometimes woman is doing everything, but it's very rare. And woman is more independent. She is sharing family role and working also. And in some families, they don't want to have a children at all, or they will have a children in many years after their marriage.
In Pakistan, of course, men are the provider, but also it depends. Like in some cities, both men and women, they are working, and they will provide together if it's a working couple. But mostly, generally, all over Pakistan, men are the providers, so they have to provide for everything. And as far as children are considered, mostly people, they will prefer. Also, we cannot generalize it, but it depends from couple to couple. But most of them, majority of them, they will prefer to have children after marriage.
In Russia, parents, they will teach their children to be independent and to make their own decisions from very young age.
In Pakistan, it's quite different. Most of the time, it also depends from families to families, but most of the time, parents, they are heavily involved in their children's decisions. No matter this decision is about their study, about their career goals, or about especially about marriage, parents will be heavily involved most of the time. There is some rare cases where children, they will make their own decisions, but generally speaking, parents are heavily involved. That's not the case in Russia, I think.
Sometimes.
In both Russia and Pakistan, there is little similarities and little differences in dating culture and in marriages. And both countries, they have, of course, their own culture, and both countries, they have their own way. And as a Pakistani Russian couple, we have seen both the cultures. And now, before it was strange for both of us, but now it's kind of fine, and we are used to it, and it doesn't make a big difference for us. And that's all. If you know any other cultural difference or similarities in dating culture or in marriage culture in Pakistan and Russia, do write in the comment section.
And like, share, and subscribe, please, as always.
Till next time, see you.
Bye bye.